Hi, we're here today with Margaret and David Bell, who have created this wonderful winery, Circa. And I was curious about what inspired you to start this enterprise here. What is it about?
Well, it's something that we've been planning for a long time. And it actually took a little longer. We had a 5-year plan that took about 20. But yeah, that's okay.
We started making wine in the basement, really, back in the Chicago area, back in the early 80s. And it just grew, and we found that with Margaret's roots up here, that we were racing up here every opportunity we had. And so we finally got to the point where it made more sense to be here, and if we needed to visit Chicago, we could do that. But we started looking for suitable property and found this farm, which was really an abandoned farm, and that was in 1992. But it was perfect for grape growing. It had really nice cold air drainage, nice soil, and an abandoned 1883 farmhouse that had been boarded up for years. And so in 1992 we purchased the property, we renovated the house, which is where we live now, and planted the first 3 acres of grapes.
It sounds like, when you say abandoned farmhouse, it sounds to me like treasure chest, something to explore. A money pit too, most definitely.
It was
a lot of people said, why don't you just doze it in? But
it was mostly a party place for all the local kids.
Oh, of course.
We kind of ruined that. But
Good.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, and they'll find others.
They'll find others, absolutely. And so then once we were producing grapes, we sold our grapes to area wineries, and just each year or two added to the vineyards another acre or so, until we sort of reached this critical mass where we had enough producing vineyard to support a tasting room.
Well, what do you have planted? What varieties?
We have the original vineyard was Chardonnay, Vignoles, and Céval, and we've added Cabernet Franc and Blaufränkisch and Pinot Grigio.
Blaufränkisch being Lemberger?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. We call it Blaufränkisch because when you say Lemberger, people say,
go,
the cheese.
And
so we went, let's just step away from that. Next spring, we're going to be putting in some Gruner Veltliner. I'm really a big believer in those cool climate grapes, and so we're going to put some more. We're going to put those in.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Some Riesling.
Yeah.
A little bit of Muscat-Attenal.
A little bit. There's some other things that we've got, just little tiny plantings up, just to see how they're going to grow and what kind of fruit we can get off of them, and then we'll decide if we want to put in some more.
So, how long of a process was this? Give me a time frame when you first purchased the land here till where you are now today.
Well, we purchased the property in 1992.
92. So this has been.
And then
open the tasting room. It'll be a year this New Year's Day.
Oh,
so 2006, the plan was in place for the tasting room. We rented space and bought some tanks. Margaret made wine off premises of a small amount, because most of our grapes were still committed to other wineries. And then, in 2007, we didn't sell any fruit.
No.
So why? You kept
because we kept it all made.
Building
awesome.
inventory,
Okay.
so we had something to sell when we
Yeah.
opened.
Exactly.
So
nice vintage to start with.
It was an excellent. What a dream! What a dream to start with 07. Yeah. So we're going to pay for it with 09 though.